Welcome back everyone to Blockchain of the Month, Solana. Today we are going to explore wallets and smart contracts. For the wallet, I picked the Phantom wallet, which is also the community pick for Solana. But there are other wallets out there. Let us take a look at setting up the wallet. First, let us add it to our browser. Good. We are done with the installation. Now we will create a new wallet, set a wallet password, back up the secret recovery phrase, and we are done. Let us pin it so we can easily access it. Now, by default, the Phantom wallet is connected to Solana, Ethereum, and Polygon mainnets. But for development purpose, we need to connect to the test networks. To do so, open the menu and go to Settings. If we look at the active networks, we can only see the connection to mainnets. Go back and scroll down. Select Developer Settings and enable Test Mode, which allows us to connect to various test networks. We'll go with Solana DevNet. Now both testnet and DevNet are Solana's test networks, with DevNet configured for quick development and debugging. While the testnet is configured to resemble the Solana mainnet, now as you can see, we are in testnet mode and we are connected to DevNet with 0 sol. Let us change that by getting some sols from the faucet sites. We can use solfaucet.com, copy the address from the wallet and use it to request DevNet test sol and confirm the airdrop in the Solana, Explorer, and Phantom wallet. The same can be done with faucet.solana.com. Now, we can do the same for testnet, but the address is different from DevNet in the Phantom wallet. So first, we switch to testnet, then copy the address and request sol for the testnet, then confirm that in Explorer and the wallet. Now we are done with the wallet. Let me introduce you to Solana Playground, which is an online IDE that enables us to code Solana smart contracts, build them, and deploy them to dev testnet or mainnet. Then interact with it. We can either create a project or we can pick a tutorial and go with the flow. I'll choose the Hello Solana tutorial, which is writing a Hello World smart contract and interacting with it. This will give us a minimal project setup. As here we can see it has already imported the necessary module for us. It has account info module for accessing the account informations, entry point module for setting up the entry point to the program and program output, message module for logging out messages, and PU key module for identity of the smart contract. First, let us start by creating starting point for our contract. Every interaction within the contract is going to start from the process instruction function, which takes in 3 arguments: the program ID, which is the contract address, account related to the contract, any input parameters when calling the function. All these are made available by the Solana runtime at the time of executing this function. Now, for the function body, we'll log out the message hello world and gracefully exit the function. Let's try building the contract. We got a warning, and that's because we forgot to set the process instruction function as the entry point to our contract. Let us build again. Great, everything is good. Now, let us deploy the contract. First, connect to the Playground wallet, which usually will give us some sol to use, but to some reason, I'm not getting it. We can also connect to the Phantom wallet from Playground, but it will only allow us to deploy from the Playground wallet. So let us send some Sol to the Playground wallet. Copy the wallet address from the bottom section. First, let me switch back to DevNet. Then let us send some Sol to the Playground wallet. Let us confirm the transaction in Explorer and in the Playground. Finally, deploy the contract and confirm the deployment in the Explorer. Now, we need to create a client file to interact with the deployed contract. To do that, just go to the client section in the tutorial, which will in turn generate the file for us. We can also manually create it, but I like the lazy way. So this is the TypeScript. We can start by logging out the program ID, aka the contract address. Now, to create our own transaction to interact with the contract, we need to provide the latest block hash information. With that, we'll create an instance of transaction, then add instructions to call the function to output the hello world message, for which we need to pass in the program ID, any accounts associated with our execution, and any input data, both of which are empty for this particular operation. Sign the transaction with our wallet, send the transaction, and console log the transaction hash. Let us run the script using the run button in the file explorer. Copy the transaction hash and use the command Solana confirm -v to get the transaction log. Here we can see the transaction receipt and hello world message. Now, that was a peek into the development of decentralized application in Solana. Tune in next Saturday to see more in-depth walkthrough on decentralized application development in Solana blockchain ecosystem. Thank you for your time and attention. I look forward to continuing our conversation next Saturday.